Welcome, everybody, to Ryan Doing Karate. Nope. Welcome to Geek Reviews.
And not karate. Get your facts straight.
Ryan Doing Kung Fu. I'm Brian West.
And I'm the Iron Ryan Fist.
The Iron Ryan. And together we are going to review Iron Fist Season 2 on another episode of Geek Reviews.
Did I just punch the screen the whole time?
Did you punch a dragon in the heart? That's all I want to know. Alright, whatever. So, in the last couple of weeks, Netflix dropped Season 2 of Iron Fist, which is one of their most controversial shows. Well, I don't know about controversial.
How is it controversial?
Well, it's controversial because some of us really liked it and a lot of us really hated it. So, how about divisive? Recently, Netflix dropped one of their most divisive Season 2 of one of their most divisive series, Iron Fist. And me and Ryan, we enjoyed Iron Fist Season 1. Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff in it. The Kung Fu was kind of bad. There's a lot of corporate boardroom stuff. But somehow it was just kind of enjoyable, and I really liked it. But
Danny Rand was he was an interesting character, and it was a decent story. And there are people getting punched in the face.
Yes. The Kung Fu was bad. You could clearly tell they needed a new showrunner and a new direction, but we enjoyed it, especially when his fist went all lighty and he punched things and it blew up. It was awesome. This season, though, it dropped and a lot of people were like, was it going to be good? Well, guess what? It was. So real quick, we're going to dive into Season 2 a little bit. We're obviously going to be talking about some spoilers. So if you haven't watched Iron Fist Season 2 yet, we recommend you go do that and then come back and check us out. But we will try and keep the spoilers to a minimum. Yeah. At the very end, I'm going to talk to Ryan about a couple things I want to talk to him about. That's spoilerific, so I will give you fair warning.
Very end.
Okay, so me and Ryan at the end of this show are going to talk about the end of Iron Fist Season 2. So I will give you fair warning so you can, we'll give our review and then you can jet and we'll finish our little conversation here. But if you want to stick around for it, we're going to talk about it. But until then, we're going to keep the spoilers very, very light. So, yeah, Iron Fist Season 2 dropped. Only 10 episodes this time, which I think was great. I think it gave the show a faster pace, and there was less filler episodes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was very much a faster pace. I felt like it had a good flow to it. For Luke Cage, I couldn't binge watch them more than like one or two episodes.
I'm still trying to make my way through Jessica Jones Season 2.
Yeah, but like the Iron Fist, I think I was watching like 4-episode blocks. I mean,
yeah. I was done in less than a week.
I was locked in for like 4 hours.
Now, as me and Ryan, like I said earlier, we both like Season 1, but I will say Season 2 was a vast improvement on Season 1.
Yes, it was really good. I enjoyed it.
First of all, the Kung Fu is way better. You can tell they spent a lot of time choreographing these fights. And Finn Jones, Danny Rand, spent a lot of time practicing because he looked fluid. He looked like he knew how to fight. He actually looked like he was a badass. And when he was the Iron Fist punching things, you're like, yeah, that's a great martial artist. And
since I just finished watching Luke Cage, it's like, oh, hey, there's Misty. Why she the connection.
Misty Knight had a really big role in this. She was in like 4 or 5 of the episodes. She was a pretty big player in this.
She was in more than half of it, at least.
Yeah, that was a surprise, but I thought she fit in really well. I kind of, at least a little spoiler, but we don't get any Luke Cage in this. I was kind of waiting for him to show up because Iron Fist showed up in Luke Cage. But we did not get the Luke Cage, but like I said, we got Misty Knight, and honestly, I think it was better with Misty Knight. She was really good.
Yeah, I thought there was going to be more of a crossovers in Iron Fist, but even though there wasn't, I still wasn't really that disappointed. I mean, even the fight with the big bad on this one, wasn't too bad.
No. Well, the fight with the big bad, I think the last episode definitely it was anticlimactic because the fight ended pretty quick, but the episode was really interesting of what happened. We had a lot of development and a big setup for Season 3. The big bad in this one, I will say, is Davos. So he was Iron Fist's brother in the first one. Still is Iron Fist's brother in this one. And I think that's partly why this season will work so well. We had we actually had 3 main villains in this. We had Joy Meacham from the first one. So the sister of the Meacham of Ward. who actually I enjoy Ward. I know a lot of people don't like him in the first season, but I really liked in this season you found him. I felt like you found him really trying to figure out his life after all the things that happened to him in the first season.
Yeah, he's trying to put his crap back together from being a crazy drug addict. So and like you said, his character is really good and it's really compelling, and he kind of like grounds the story a little bit, I think.
Yeah. Well, he's dealing with some, even though he's a billionaire, he's still dealing with some real life issues like, hey, listen, my father came back from the dead and abused me for like 30 years. And it has an effect on you. And this season really kind of, really dove into that. And honestly, how season 1 really impacted him and his sister. And Joy was a villain, but also not really a villain. I liked how they really showed her as conflicted in what she wanted. And even Davos, Davos went totally dark side in this, but at the same time, you could kind of understand his why he was bad and his thought process and the whole thing.
And then how power ultimately corrupts.
Yeah,
so
exactly. And then, well, not just power, but power and jealousy, right? Desire and greed and lust. How it takes you down that dark side. And then the third villain we had this season was Typhoid Mary. Mary Walker, who played by Alice Eve, was great. If you don't know much about this character, she's different. Yeah, she's different from the comics. In the comics, she's a mutant. And this time she's not. But in the comics and in this show, she has multiple personalities. So in this, we only see a couple of them, but the two we see is
show 1 and 2.
Yes.
But they hinted at a third.
They hinted at a third that I believe is going to be one of the main villains in season 3 if we get to season 3. So please, Netflix, renew this because I cannot wait to see. Alice Eve is she's a revelation in this series. She's so good. You totally believe she's such a good actress because when she shifts from Mary, who's very sweet and innocent and a very good person, to Walker, who's the military persona who protects her. You totally buy that they're two separate people. And what's crazy, you notice that she had one blue eye and one brown eye?
Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, I really thought that she was probably one of the more breakout performances in season 2.
Oh, definitely. She was great. And like I said, like Ryan said, they hinted at Bloody Mary, who is the third personality, who is, well, her name's not Bloody Mary because she likes to make drinks. Let's just say that. Yeah. But honestly, this whole cast was amazing. Colleen Wing, Jessica Henwick, she's great as always. I didn't like some of this stuff. I didn't quite understand some of the relationship issues, her and Danny, some of the things they decided to come to towards the end of this. But they were great as always. And one of the things I really liked is I liked how this series held Danny accountable. In the first season, he kind of whined a lot and just wind his way through a lot of the problems. And this one, he kind of had some self-reflection and held himself responsible for the mistakes that he'd made and how he needed to be a better person. And he couldn't just run around going, I'm the Iron Fist. Woo!
Yeah, and now he has a better reason to be the Iron Fist.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, without giving up too much more, I thought this season was great. It tied in all the loose ends from season 1 and also the Defenders. There's a lot of this could also be easily the Defenders kind of 1.2 or 1.5. It ties a lot of those loose threads together. But overall, it's one of the stronger second seasons I think we've had. I still think Daredevil season 2 probably is the pinnacle of the second season. But Iron Fist season 2 is right behind Daredevil season 2 in my opinion of the Netflix Marvel shows.
Yeah, I enjoyed the heck out of it. I think that it's better than Luke Cage, that's for sure.
And in our opinion, probably better than Jessica Jones.
Yeah, so it's right up there. I mean, with Daredevil for me, honestly. I happen to like the story. I like the characters, and I like where they're taking it. So,
and 10 episodes.
We're in the minority on that, but
and 10 episodes is the perfect amount for this series and all the Netflix series. None of the episodes felt wasted or boring. Yeah, Iron Fist season 2, one of the best Netflix Marvel shows they've done. Highly recommend it. If you haven't seen season 1, you can probably work your way through season 2, but I would just recommend watching season 1. But they do give a recap.
Season 1, and then the Defenders, and then watch Iron Fist.
Yes, but Iron Fist season 2, watch it now on Netflix. Available now. It's free. You got Netflix already, so just watch it. It's really good. You won't be disappointed. All right, so you've been warned. Me and Ryan are going to get into some season 2 spoilers in 3, 2, 1. All right, man. So I've got some info. So at the very end of this show,
are you going to talk about the thing that I asked you in chat?
Yes. All right. So at the very end of this show, guys, you've last chance. You have been warned. This will spoil the whole.
This will spoil everything.
Season 2. I'm telling you right now. Just end it and go watch it if you haven't watched it. Okay? Last chance.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Danny Rand gives up the Iron Fist, which at first I was like, what? Are you kidding me? What is this like? You get an Iron Fist. You get an Iron Fist. I felt like it was Oprah handing out Iron Fists to everybody. That being said, I love Colleen Wing, and I love the fact at the end when she turned her whole katana blade into the Iron Fist. Dude, and I love that it's white.
That before.
Well, okay, so in the comic books, there's a whole saga of... So in Season 2, when they talked about the Pirate Queen of Bao Bing or Bao Jing or whatever... So in the comic books, she was the first Iron Fist that could actually turn her weapons, project weapons with chi. So she was able to shoot Iron Fist arrows. And so, the guy, what's his name? I forget his name, but the guy that they stole. So you know the guy in Season 2 that sent the body to Davos that they stole the body from?
Yeah.
That guy figured out how to turn his guns into Iron Fist and shoot Iron Fist bullets. So that's where they were like, we stole the guns from your boss. So this season looks like, Season 3 looks like it's setting up. There's a whole story arc where it's like Iron Fist, like weapons of the Iron Fist, where it's all like people have figured out how to turn all these weapons into Iron Fist weapons. And it's crazy. It is batshit crazy. So I don't know if Danny Rand actually got back his Iron Fist or it's just the guns he can channel his chi through. So he has the Iron Fist. They left it kind of vague in the comic book. Sometimes it's he can use his Iron Fist to shoot bullets, and sometimes it's the guns are channeling his chi. So I'm not sure exactly where they're going to go with. But in the comic books, the owner of those guns was his mentor. So, I mean, they're doing a little bit different in the show. So he was the predecessor. He was the Iron Fist before Danny Rand, the guy who used the guns.
Huh. Okay.
So it's possible.
I know that you could point a gun.
Yeah.
In like one direction, and both the bullets.
Well, you can if you harness your chi. I don't care. I didn't see that coming, and I was like, "Holy, dude!" I watched it like 4 times in a row.
That took me by surprise. Like when he pulled out the guns, I'm like, "Why the fuck does he have guns?" And then they start to glow.
And they start to glow, and they're shooting glowing bullets. I was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing!" And it's right about the time when Colleen Wing whips out the freaking
I was
Iron
still
Fist
trying to
katana.
recover from Colleen fucking lighting up her fucking katana.
I will say this though, I was kind of like, it took Danny, like he punched the heart of a dragon. He trained for years, and he kept having issues trying to figure out how to use his Iron Fist properly. And Colleen was like, Psh, "I got this, Iron Fist, Iron Fist, Iron Fist." I do like that they tied her into the Iron Fist mythology. So, like, you know, her ancestor was one of the Iron Fists, right? So she's got that legacy. But yeah, I hope I do want Danny to have his Iron Fist because Danny is the Iron Fist. So I kind of want him to have his Iron Fist. But I'm very excited for where they're going with this. So you could have Colleen Wing, who is the Iron Fist now. You could have Danny Rand, who is also the Iron Fist. And you could have the guy who was the Iron Fist before Danny Rand making an appearance as the villain, along with Bloody Mary next season.
But they find out, like, how they found that one dead body of the Iron Fist guy.
Yeah, that was the whole... And I kind of like seeing him and Ward, like, just going off on an adventure. So, I don't know. I'm very excited for Season 3. Netflix has not announced whether it's renewed yet. Hopefully it will be, because I haven't been this excited for Season 3 in a while. Like, I'm excited for Daredevil, but this was a great ending. I can't wait for next season.
Really looking forward to it.
Yeah, so... Alright, if you haven't checked out Iron Fist Season 2... if we haven't convinced you to do it, I don't know what will, but definitely check it out. It's really good. And anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Stay awesome.
And stay nerdy.
All 10 episodes streaming now on Netflix. Later.